All right, so today we're going to be diving deep into something really special.
Hearts.
Andresito Despalada. Yerba mate. Now, we all know yerba mate in Argentina. I mean,
It's
yeah,
huge.
it's more than a drink. It's like ingrained in their history, their culture.
Yeah.
And this one in particular, well, it's named after a pretty interesting guy, Comandante Andresito.
Yeah, I think what makes Andresito Despalada so special is that it really is more than just a name. It's a connection to his legacy.
Okay.
The yerba mate itself is sourced from a town that's actually named after him,
Wow.
Comandante Andresito in the Misiones region.
Okay.
And it's actually produced by a cooperative that really embodies his spirit in a way.
Oh,
They're deeply involved in the community. They support schools, healthcare initiatives, and that kind of reminds me of how dedicated Andresito was to his people.
that's so cool. I love that. It's like, you're not just drinking yerba mate, you're also like, participating in something bigger. Okay, so I want to get into the actual experience.
Yeah.
So when you like crack open a bag of Andresito Despalada,
Yeah.
what hits you first?
Well, the first thing that gets me every time is that aroma.
Yeah.
It's got this like sweetness to it, like raisins, maybe some quince paste.
Twins paste.
But then with this like subtle little tang of wild berries.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and it's funny, that initial aroma, it changes when you add water.
Really?
Yeah, the acidic notes, they kind of soften up and it becomes this like gentle, almost honey-like sweetness.
That sounds amazing. I had like a lot of yerba mates,
Yeah.
and I don't think I've ever heard one described like that.
It's very unique.
So, okay, the aroma is amazing, but what about the actual flavor?
Well, I think Andresito Despolata kind of sits in this like perfect middle ground. You know, you've got your traditional bold yerba mate, and then
Right.
some of the newer brands that are a bit sweeter, maybe a little more modern. Andresito Despolata, it's right in between. And one of the things that makes it so special is that they really focus on using just the leaves, like almost
Okay.
no stems,
Right.
and that gives it this incredibly smooth, consistent flavor that lasts for like rounds and rounds.
Ooh, I like that because you get some that are good for like the first like couple, and then they kind of
It's a fall flat.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So balanced but not bland,
Yeah.
which I feel like is
Those are
hard.
hard to do.
Yeah, I've seen people talk about like astringency. What does that even mean when we're talking about like taste?
You're right. Balance is super important. Astringency, it's basically that dryness you get sometimes at the beginning, like on your tongue, kind of. It's common in yerba mate.
Right.
But with Andresito Despolata, it's super subtle and it goes away quickly. So you end up with this clean, nice, harmonious taste that lingers.
Okay. Okay. So complex but not like overwhelming.
Yeah.
Okay. So we talked about like what it smells like, the flavor, but what about like how does the yerba mate actually look?
It's got this beautiful light olive green color with some soft golden undertones. And the grind is a bit finer than you see in a lot of Argentine yerbas,
Okay.
but not as fine as like Uruguayan styles. It's really nice to look at.
I can see it, like I can totally see it. Like, thank you for like painting that picture
Yeah, of course.
for us. So it sounds like with the Andresito Despolata, you're getting like a really like well-rounded yerba mate experience.
For sure. What I think is really cool is that it's super versatile.
Oh, okay.
Because the flavor is balanced and well defined, it pairs well with a whole range of foods, sweet or savory.
That is a great point because that makes me think of like wine pairings.
Right.
You match the right
Mhm.
drink with the right
Yes.
food.
Exactly.
And so that also makes it like a good option for someone who's like new to yerba mate, that can kind of play around.
It's a great introduction.
Yeah.
If I had to like sum it all up, I'd say Andresito Despolata is a premium yerba mate that honors tradition but still brings something refined and unique.
Nice. So if you were looking for a yerba mate that like captures the heart and soul of Argentina, a flavor that's both complex but also approachable,
Yeah.
Andresito Despolada is definitely worth checking out. And it's like you're not just having a drink; it's like you're taking a sip of history and culture.
I love that.
Now, here's something to think about. Given like all these unique flavors,
Yes.
what would be the best food pairing for Andresito Despolada?
I don't know. I want to know what everyone thinks.
Let us know what you discover. Happy sipping.